Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media. We're going to start right here. Drew McIntyre has got an update in regards to SummerSlam.
It's here. Really wasn't looking good. It's not felt good. I've seen Miz, a little selfish of you, offering to take my place. Mike the Miz, Mizark, is that the last name? Missionary Mike. It doesn't matter. I've got an update for you, Mike. The answer is absolutely
hell no! I think I'm gonna partner with the Miz, bro. I got a Scottish warrior, stupid.
Jello, you tried to get me stuck in the UK. I know you're behind it, but this guy's got more powerful friends than you. He sent the jet, and it's Saturday.
Come on, Jello.
You and Randy are screwed.
I would have said that more like, but yeah.
There we go. So he is back in America. The Miz is not required. And so, thank the Lord, that match is saved. Nathan, thank you. Right, next we've got this. Now, there's a couple of COSMs, and I don't know which one they're referring to. But if you find the right one, you can meet Omos and Michin. They're going to be at COSM this weekend. And as I said, I believe there's a couple, so you'll have to look on their website for details. It's a COSM's, I believe, that massive screen. It's a bit like a baby sphere. And it's this massive screen where they're going to be showing SummerSlam. So there we go. Very cool. Las Vegas, Matt. Thank you. Here is the SummerSlam stage. Obviously, this was 14 hours ago, so I'm sure more has been built. But it's coming along. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be a giant screen or what we're doing. So hopefully we'll have an update on that tomorrow. So Caden, thank you. WrestleBuzz, thank you. WrestleBuzz sending over SummerSlam Saturday. So hopefully we can get SummerSlam Sunday tomorrow, WrestleBuzz. I did have just a quick look to see if the Sunday one was available, but not yet. So maybe we'll have that tomorrow. But these are the odds for SummerSlam Saturday as of right now. So obviously the larger the minus number, the bigger of a favourite they are. Okay, so Sammy is minus 250. So, you know, pretty close, to be honest, but Sammy just edging that. Minus 1,500 for Roman and Jay means these guys are huge favourites. I mean, to be honest, I would like to see Braun and Bronson win because I just think they need it so much more. But yeah, no doubt about it whatsoever. People are thinking that this is the direction it's going to go. Minus 1,500. That is crazy. Here, look, you can see really close. Minus 175. CM Punk the favourite, but only just. Jade Cargill at minus 600. Means she's a pretty big favourite, to be honest. Minus 700 for Randy Orton and Jelly Roll in their match. And minus 700 for Charlotte and Alexa. So Charlotte and Alexa doing great work. Obviously, they're a really popular tag team. People have really enjoyed their partnership. Are they going to be successful? The odds certainly seem to be indicating that it's going to go their way. So, yeah, as I said, hopefully we'll get the Sunday ones tomorrow. Right, here, WWE just letting us know what's on Smackdown. Zelina Vega is going to go up against Julia for the Women's United States Championship. We've got Aleister Black and Damian Priest. They're going to be going one-on-one. We've got Cody Rhodes, John Cena, they're both going to be in the same building. Obviously, this is the go-home for SummerSlam. So, looks to be a pretty juicy show, to be honest with you. Definitely looking forward to this. It's good to have a championship match on the show. And, yeah, those two could cook. That could be a real fun match. Right, Triple H has spoken about the reception of WWE Unreal, and he says it's been incredible so far. Our goal has been to show the passion and the drive that goes into our weekly television, as well as showcasing our talent through the highs and the lows. Thank you all for watching. And actually, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful said that they've managed to find out some internal reactions, how it lived up to expectations, what was set up, and more. So the article is actually really, really long. And there's loads and loads of bits in there, so really good work by Fightful Select. They're basically saying that the only thing they can find that was set up was Charlotte, after coming back at the Rumble, was backstage and a load of girls were saying, welcome back, and there was a big cheer and everything. Apparently those girls were not made to be there, but they were requested. They could have turned it down, but they were requested, and that was just like a little bit of a kind of setup. I think setup is probably the right way to word it. So not loads coming out that has been manipulated or influenced or set up. The only thing that's been found out at this stage is just that one little moment. Got to be honest, I'm still a bit disappointed at that, you know, because it does obviously make you wonder what else was set up. But it's one of those, you know, I mean, I really enjoyed the series. I did a video review on it, which I'm sure many of you have already seen. But yeah, that's on the channel, and we really do go into quite a bit of detail. So if you haven't seen the show and you want to find out a bit more about it, or you have seen the show and you want to know if my thoughts are in line with your thoughts, that video is on the channel. The other interesting bits is that apparently the reaction has been really positive internally, right? Like in regards to the views and how it's actually performing, but no word on the views or anything at this stage. The other thing is that a few talents did wonder if the Charlotte and Tiffany segment that kind of was a disaster, crashed, you know, the one that went off the tracks. Some people did wonder if that was maybe a setup, if that was done on purpose, like it purposefully went off tracks just so they could have some content for this program. They're just theories. I don't think that's what happened, to be honest with you, because it doesn't really focus on it all that much. If it was like a major part of this series, then I might be a little bit more skeptical. But actually, it's really not focused on that much. So I think that probably did happen for real. And it's just very, very briefly kind of touched on in this series. So yeah, I feel like we could sit and talk about this series quite a bit. But thankfully, we've already done that, as we said in that review. Right, Carlito believes that he could have been used as a mouthpiece. Yes, he could, for the Spanish-speaking talent. He's like, why didn't they get me to be their managers? I could have took bumps and I could have been like their mouthpiece. You know, actually being able to communicate obviously helps like make a connection with the crowds. So, you know, you've got these Spanish-speaking talents that are like struggling to connect. He could have helped. And it's like, yes, I agree. So, good point. I don't know that they'll bring him back now, but yeah, I agree. Cody Rhodes explains why his match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39 was his favourite. He's got me in a guillotine choke, says Cody. And you can hear these old timers, God bless them. I love them, you know. Just stay right there and the people will react. When you've seen the amount of cool flips and awesome stuff, sometimes that seems like, I don't know, like it's not real anymore. I completely agree with that. And then in that moment, I remember just slowly starting to wiggle my head out, and I could hear the entire stadium where the sound goes up start to move. And I thought, oh man, they're into this. How blessed am I that they're into this? And it's just, when it's that good, it feels completely real. Everything seems real. Roman is the greatest enemy of my life, and I'm trying to climb a mountain that's impossible to climb. And that's just that acoustic moment for me. It made it my favourite match of all time. Wow. That is amazing, isn't it? I think that's amazing. And do you know what's really interesting is I think a lot of people would be surprised that he would choose that. I mean, I suppose in a way I am as well, because I think him actually reaching the mountaintop at WrestleMania 40 and having that moment of like finally getting that belt, you would think that no match could top that. But here he is like selecting a match where he lost. but explaining why. Because the connection he felt with the audience in this match, certainly in that moment, certainly seems to be the strongest it ever was, or as strong as it ever was, you know? He felt kind of like they were all in sync and everything was one, and he felt it. And I don't know, perhaps that's a feeling that he's never kind of been able to recapture, you know? Perhaps he's not been able to kind of get something quite of that same level. So it's crazy, isn't it, that this is a match that he would lose, and you think about the following year where he wins the title, but this is the match that he has highlighted as his favourite match. Very good, very interesting, I thought. Right, Steve Carrier said the internal belief is that Alberto Del Rio could return to AAA sometime in the future. It was also mentioned that many in WWE would like to see him back on the main roster. So I believe it was like last week or something, he ended up like departing AAA. And obviously there's been a bit of talk about what's been going on. Is he coming back to WWE? Did they kick him out of AAA? Still seems like there's a bit of uncertainty there. But here we go. It seems like he could return to AAA sometime in the future. But there are many in WWE that would be open to kind of bringing him to WWE. So there we go. That's the latest from Steve Carrier. Karrion Kross says, we were friends beforehand, talking about his relationship with Drew. I've never actually publicly said this, but Drew is a very close friend of mine. I love him to death. If Drew called me at 4 o'clock in the morning and said, I need you at this location with a shovel, I wouldn't ask any questions, says Karrion Kross. There you go. I thought that was interesting, finding out he's that close with Drew McIntyre. Here we go. The number one greatest SummerSlam match of all time. Bret Hart, British Bulldog, main event of SummerSlam 92 at Wembley. And Stu Bennett said, not just the greatest SummerSlam match, the greatest ever. So Wade Barrett has got this as his greatest match ever. I love this match, of course. I'm in the UK, so of course seeing the British Bulldog, what with it being in London at Wembley. And not only that, you know, Bret Hart just doing amazing work. I mean, certainly when you hear the story of the match, and you've got the British Bulldog, like, having to ask Bret, what are we doing next? I've completely forgotten. And Bret is, like, literally having to talk the Bulldog through the match. Like, it's crazy that it came out as well as it came out, you know? So, brilliant match. Absolutely brilliant match. And it thoroughly deserves to be number one. Right, Cody. This is interesting. There's clearly bad blood. Talking about AEW, right? There's clearly bad blood, but there's also clearly respect and love. In the end, the way I see it is, if I felt disrespected ever at WWE, that's one thing. That's a company that was built. That's the Yankees. That's the flagship of it all. If I ever felt that I was a number on a sheet, maybe, but feeling disrespected at something I built with my friends that we built, feeling disrespected there, I wouldn't stand for it. Brandy and I both. I'm so blessed to have her. It was one of those where it was F it. I did way more here than you think, and you're going to find out the moment I'm out the door. I don't believe in the cold-hearted, backstabbing type of revenge. The greatest revenge on earth is success. I felt like we were sitting on something wonderful, something great, a huge, potentially what I was doing with the American Nightmare as a bad guy, as a good guy, somewhere in between, was sitting on some magic. If I'm not going to do it in the house that I literally, with Matt, Nick, and Kenny built, then, buddy, I'm going somewhere else. Just being drip-fed this little bit of information. I mean, I think we knew that there was obviously some issue there. I mean, why would Cody leave a promotion that he helped create. So, it's not a great surprise to be hearing this stuff, but, it's just another little glimpse into his mindset, and kind of you can start to put a few pieces together. Don't know who disrespected him. Not sure if it'll ever come out. But, yeah, there we go. That's the most I've ever heard him talk about that topic. Steve, shout out to you. So here, Sean Ross Sapp said, here's Vince McMahon's Bentley after he wrecked it. So this had actually done the rounds, This had actually done the rounds. And I didn't actually realise it was his. I didn't realise it was his Bentley. I actually thought that someone had just got a picture of a Bentley that was trashed. But now people are confirming that was actually Vince's Bentley. So, yeah, I had seen this. I could have included this like the other day, but I didn't actually realise it was his. Right, Brady, shout out to you. Here's Alexa talking about a potential program with the Wyatt Sicks.
For me, I always have the same answer to this because I truly believe in it, right? So Windham always said, he said in this interview, Alexa and I will always be connected. And when it happens, when we reconnect, it's going to be something big, right? So whether that's with the Wyatt Sicks, or something else, I don't know. Maybe we get a different side of Charlotte. I don't know. It's WWE. You never know what's going to happen, but I think it'd be something fun to, explore at some point. Right now I'm having a lot of fun tagging with Charlotte and seeing where that dynamic goes. But obviously I'm still going to always have a piece of Bray with me, with the jacket and the skirt and the character, and just kind of keeping it in that same vein. In case that ever does happen, and I think it would be something that would be really cool to see. Yeah, but you never know. You never know. For me,
there we go. Interesting. Right, Black Ice, thank you. Here's Ava training with Charlotte. And the only reason I included this is because Ava training is kind of interesting. I don't know where we are with her and her wrestling. I don't know if that's just been completely given up on, but in my mind, Ava doesn't need to get in the ring if she's not going to be a wrestler. I mean, all we do with her is like GM work. I don't know if she suffered an injury and it's, maybe now she's looking to get back in the ring. I find it interesting because, this could have been Charlotte with someone else. Ava could have been there, but the fact that she's got like some pads on, and the fact she said same time next week just sort of suggests that she's looking to get back into the ring and do some stuff in the ring, And who better to train with than Charlotte, of course, so she can give her lots of advice. I mean, Charlotte, obviously, not only has she been on the main roster, won 14 odd championships and been at like WrestleMania main events and all this stuff, but she's got to carry the Flair name, just like how Ava is always going to be The Rock's daughter. So, yeah, a brilliant person to get advice from. So, but yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. Really interesting. And Black Ice, thank you, tagging me in this. Now, we saw this item, but what I didn't realize was that I think, do you buy these and then slot them in when you've been to the house? Because I've seen one of these where every single pane had something in it, right? Something advertising a different house in it. And so now I'm thinking, is that what that Bray thing was that you could buy? There was like some bit of cardboard or something that you could buy. And I was like, I don't know what this is. Is it an air freshener? I have no idea. I'm thinking you buy that and then it slots into there, right? So if you go and you've been to that house, maybe you buy that and then it goes into that thing. I don't know. I've never even heard of this thing, right? So I'm thinking it's that. So there we go. So Halloween Horror Nights. We've been talking about that quite a bit because they showed off the Wyatt Sicks house, right? Well, announced it yesterday. And so that was a big part of yesterday's Unseen. Okay, let's go fun, shall we? Oh, this I just thought was really interesting. I'm not sure who this guy is. I think, is this Tifo? I don't know. But he puts Daniel Bryan at like number 5. I mean, listen, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but even CM Punk's kind of surprised by that move. So thought you might be interested in just seeing a little bit of this.
I'm here with CM Punk, and we are blind ranking WWE superstars. We have legends here and current guys.
This is stressful.
So we got The Rock first.
Let's. I don't know who else is on this list. Let's put him at 7.
Okay, good. You should have went lower, but it's okay. That's okay.
Bray, shit, man.
If you get stuck, you can skip, and I'll put it for you. It's tough because you don't know what's coming next, right?
Well, it's also tough because like he had such a shorter,
Yep.
He died too goddamn young. Let's put him 8.
Okay.
I was actually really surprised that he put him that low, to be honest. But I suppose part of it is you don't know who is coming like next to you.
It's a tough one. This is like all time, huh?
Yep.
All right. Let's put him 4.
4. Quick, would you consider him your wrestling soulmate?
John?
Yeah.
100%.
Thank you.
All right. You pick this one.
Ooh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Crazy. I mean, 1, 2, and 3 were still available, but we went 5, which, to each their own. Let's see where Punk puts Goldberg.
Who's that, Goldberg?
Yep.
10.
Fair. Perfectly fair.
Boom. If we skip forward, you can just see how it's all played out. All of these end up filled. Only 1 and 2 left, and then Drew McIntyre is available. He doesn't want to put them anywhere. Ends up going into number 1. Ends up being The Miz. There we go. Ends up being The Miz. So he asks him, "Are you happy with this? What you think?" And he's like, "Awful. Just awful. Awful." Right, here's Cody.
Remember that speech Pullman gives at Independence Day?
Yeah, I need that right now.
Will not go quietly another night. Will not give up without a fight. Yeah, that sucks, dude.
With wrestling, there's a lot of lore surrounding unwritten rules.
Here's the acceptable amount of comp tickets. 2 to 4. Oh, how many do you need? It's my hometown. I need 40. Do you know how much money that is? You ever been Sucker Punch?
You know what? No, I don't think...
Dude, it's rough. I got Sucker Punched at a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Fact or fiction, Travis Scott busted your eardrum and gave you a black eye with that stiff slap.
Travis did do that. That's a fact. He has a big old hand. So yes, it did bust my eardrum. There's this thing in wrestling called hot stuff. It's a pepper spray, and it brings out the capillaries, breaks the blood vessels. It's outlawed.
And that's
bomb.
where we're at.
Yeah, rubbing the bomb on myself.
How fascinating is that? The comp conversation is really interesting, where he says like 2 to 4, like 40 is like, do you know how much money that is? Right? So the comp ticket thing I thought was really interesting. The eardrum thing is really interesting because there was actually rumor going around at the time that that was just being sold and that there was no actual damage, right? And that he was just selling it. So here he claims that it was legit and he did get his eardrum busted. So that's really interesting as well. So the guy, I can't remember his name, the guy that does the interviews here, he does a great job. Of course he does. So not only will this be interesting, right, to see Cody struggling, but some of the questions that are going to be asked, I think, are going to be really, really good. Really good. So definitely worth checking out that first We Feast, yeah? Oh, this is really good. Johnny, thank you.
Really, to be honest, nothing like
Dude,
silly.
One time they wanted her to be in a relationship with Dominik Mysterio.
The stupidest thing I've
Can you
ever
believe
heard
that?
in my life.
Who's going to believe that? Who is going to believe that? Hey, everybody, here's a Greek goddess, and she's with this fucking nerd. Like, come on. Come on. That's exposing. That exposes the business more than anything we're going to do on Netflix. Because who's going to believe that shit? Dominik Mysterio, little bitch.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Can't wait for everyone to see this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you
Really,
Mate, that's great. That is gold. That is gold. This E-Man's reviews, as soon as he got that, he must have been like, mate, that is gold. That is absolute gold. Death, taxes, and CM Punk's continuous hatred for Dominik Mysterio. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I don't think we've actually watched one of these on here for a while, but happy Wrensday. Let's check out. Let's check this out.
Hey guys, happy Wrensday. So like we are sad that Tavion left, but also like he kind of really wanted to. And if you love something, you're supposed to let it go. But anyways, so we are gonna try to start today on a lighter note. And so I have a guest. She like practically begged me. So like be nice to her, guys. It's Kendall Gray.
First off, why are you telling everyone I was begging you? You literally was begging me.
Okay, but you don't need to tell them that. This is my show. Don't embarrass me.
But you're trying to embarrass me.
I'm not. Anyways, guys, so I explained it to her. I'm going to ask her questions that you guys asked. So here we go. Hello? Question number 1. What's your favorite thing about Wrensdays?
Can we go to the next question, please?
Yeah. Question number 2. How has Ren's career positively impacted your everyday life? Why are you taking so long to answer this? Yourself. They asked. Okay, question number 3. The final question, so you should probably answer this one.
Okay, this will be good, actually.
It's going to be. What is your favorite match?
I would say Kurt Angle and...
Sorry, actually it says, what is your favorite Ren Sinclair match?
I really like these. They're just really fun, and I think they're a great way of getting like her more connected with the fan base. Kind of brings out her personality, and her bringing on guests. She's done this before where she's brought on like Charlie Dempsey I've seen on here in the past. And there's a few other people that have been on these. Kendall Gray's excellent. Like, Kendall Gray is such a great talent in Evolve. And I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a lot of fun. So check out Ren Sinclair's Happy Wrensdays, and check out Kendall Gray as well on Evolve. She's doing great work. Right, here is Edward Scorch Bliss. This is Alexa being interviewed on a roller coaster.
I jump off of a 6-foot ring.
That's crazy. What if you land wrong? Break your back.
That's only a 6-foot drop.
Hi, I'm Kinsey.
I'm Alexa Bliss.
And we're at Knott's Berry Farm, and we are going to be...
Can we make it bigger? Here we go.
I jump off of a 6-foot ring.
That's crazy. What if you land wrong? Break your back.
That's only a 6-foot drop.
Hi, I'm Kinsey.
I'm Alexa Bliss.
And we're at Knott's Berry Farm, and we are going to be interviewing Alexa about her WWE superstar career while on a roller coaster.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Okay.
So if your theme song didn't exist, whose theme are you stealing?
I would steal probably The Rock's because it always gets a reaction.
If you could run it back with any opponent, who would it be?
Well, she's my tag partner right now, but I really liked having matches against Charlotte Flair.
Greatest tag team partner?
Probably the Lily Doll because she has never steered me wrong.
How different are Lexi and Alexa?
Completely different.
Really?
Lexi has a lot of anxiety. Alexa does not.
Yeah. If you could star in any Netflix movie or series, what would it be?
Haunting of Hill House.
Who would last longer in a horror film? You or Liv Morgan?
I don't know, because we both have that girl that gets killed in the beginning energy.
Yeah. What Netflix characters do you think could actually make it in the WWE?
Kristen Bell in Nobody Wants This, because she's really quick with the...
Yeah.
And that's something that you need to have on the mic. You need to be quick-witted.
And what are you most looking forward to about the WWE era on Netflix?
I would like to see WWE people in, like, Netflix content.
Okay.
Like scripted content and unscripted. I think it'd be fun to see everyone outside of the ring doing their thing.
She'd be brilliant at that as well, wouldn't she, if she was doing that? She'd be brilliant at that. So I thought that was really fun. Anyone else think that roller coaster just looked quite pleasant? Like, I don't know, it didn't seem to be moving that fast, and they were just kind of like comfortably going round. Yeah, very good. Very good. Skeletor, shout out to you. So taking the subway to SummerSlam is an event itself. I've seen these on Instagram. Oh no! Holy shit! fun, that, isn't it? I've seen a few of those where they're on the subway and they're doing like matches and stuff like that. I believe that was Penta and that was the Hardys. So really, really good. I'm guessing these clips are getting like some crazy views, and so that's why the wrestlers are interested in getting involved, you know. So shout out to this Tim Han Rivera. Got nearly 200,000 views on this, and yeah, really good. So Skeletor, thank you. Okay, let's go community. So Rena, shout out to you, getting a T Sagu from Lalani Kai. Yeah, love that for you. Black Ice got a like and a repost from Joe Gacy. Black Ice, congrats. World Hardcore Wrestling said my aunt just surprised me with a 2-day priority pass to SummerSlam. I'm at a complete loss for words. Spoiled. Black Ice, congrats. Black Ice said, this is awesome. Getting a like from Karrion Kross. Well done. And Raymond getting a like and a response from Zayda Steele. Got a reply. My first ever reply from Zayda Steele. Congrats, buds. Congrats. Right, let's do thanks. Let's get out of here. So Armando, Steve Silverback Walker, Babs the Barbarian, Kelly the Wise Lady, Uncle Howdy Dreads, Big Bam, It's Kaz81, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Shaq Diesel, Mark, Raymond, DeBoomer65, Wild Child Billy, Huddle Talk, and Prain User Sports. Appreciate the support, my friends. As always, we'll be back again tomorrow with another episode of Unseen, and we're getting ever closer now towards Friday for SmackDown, the weekend for SummerSlam. It's going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be non-stop, man. So, yeah, appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.